What is wrong with this phone? So here's another horror story sent in by one of our fans. In the quiet city of Seattle, there lived a young man named Ian. Ian worked as a computer programmer, spending most of his time hunched over his laptop. He was intelligent, but somewhat introverted, preferring the company of his code and his one true love, his only daughter Layla. 5 years ago, Layla had died in a car accident, leaving Ian devastated. He channeled his grief into his work, finding solace in the logic of programming. One day, while browsing online, he came across an ad for a used Samsung Galaxy S8 for sale at a small electronics store in the city. The device was in excellent condition and half the price of a new one. Ian decided to buy the phone, hoping it would be a good replacement for his old one. On the first day of using the phone, nothing unusual happened. Ian played games, texted friends, and posted on social media. But as the day wore on, he couldn't shake off a feeling that someone was watching him. He dismissed it as paranoia, perhaps brought on by the haunting anniversary of his daughter's death, which was just 2 days away. But the next morning, at precisely 2:47 a.m., his new phone started ringing. At first, he thought it was a notification or an app bug, but when he looked at the screen, he saw a strange number. The caller ID showed only parts of the number, and the name that appeared was Layla, the name of his only daughter who had died 5 years ago. Ian froze, his blood running cold. He stared at the screen in disbelief, unsure of what to do next. After a moment, driven by a mixture of fear and morbid curiosity, he pressed the answer button. On the other end, Ian heard what sounded like light breathing, then a little girl's voice that was sweet yet eerie. "Daddy, can you hear me?" The voice was identical to Layla's. The exact same tone, the same way of speaking, the same phrases. Ian felt a jolt of electricity shoot through his body. His Layla was dead. He had buried her with his own hands. He knew her voice. He recognized those words because he had spoken them to her countless times whenever he got angry. "Dad, can you hear me?" Layla had always responded. Ian stumbled back, dropping the phone on the bed. His mind raced, trying to comprehend what was happening. He picked up the phone, his hands shaking. "Hello," he whispered, his voice hoarse with disbelief. But the line had gone dead. He tried calling back, but the call didn't connect. The next day, Ian went to the store where he had bought the phone. The store owner, a balding, middle-aged man with tired eyes, told him that the phone had come from a deceased person's estate liquidation and had been switched off for months. According to him, the phone should have been dead. Ian admitted that the phone had not been on when he bought it, but he wasn't sure if it had been tampered with. That evening, the call came again. Ian picked up the phone. "Hello," he answered, his voice shaking. "Layla, is that really you?" This time the voice was clearer. "Yes, Daddy, it's me. Do you want to talk to me?" Hearing his daughter's voice, Ian felt a mix of joy and fear. Despite the chilling circumstances, he found himself drawn into the conversation. "How are you? Where are you?" he asked, his voice trembling with emotion. "I'm in a place where the sound can't reach me, but you can hear me," she replied. "Can you see me?" Ian turned around and saw a dark shadow standing behind him. He described it in detail to the voice on the phone, who listened intently. "Do you want me to come out?" he asked. "No, stay where you are," she instructed. "I just want to tell you something." Then the line went dead. Each night the calls continued, always at 2:47 a.m. Each time Layla's voice was a bit more clear, but the number never changed. In the daytime, she would warn him about something. "Don't go to work tomorrow, Daddy," or "Don't open this email," she would say, and each time Ian followed her advice, barely avoiding disaster. One day Ian couldn't take it anymore. He needed answers. "Where are you? How are you talking to me?" he asked. The line was silent for a moment. "I am with you every day, Daddy," she finally replied. "You just don't realize it." Ian frowned, puzzled by her words. Before he could ask another question, the call ended. When Ian hung up the phone, he noticed that the mirror in his bedroom was covered with fog. It looked like steam was rising from it, although the weather outside was normal. For a moment, he dismissed it as a trick of the light, but then he realized something else. Whenever the call ended, the mirror would fog up. Then one day the call didn't come through. For a whole week, Ian anxiously waited for the daily call, but it never came. He started to hope that maybe the phone had somehow fixed itself or the number had changed. But then one night, the call came again. "Bye, Dad. You're safe now," Layla said. Then the line went dead. Since that day, The call hasn't come through again, nor has anything else. But Ian, to this day, wakes up every night at precisely 2:47 a.m. Alone in his bed, he looks in the mirror and asks, "If you were still here, I could hear you." And that's the end of the story. Now here's a question for you. What do you think was going on with that phone? Was it some kind of haunted object? Or was there a more rational explanation behind these terrifying events? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more quality content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.